Hello. I hope everyone can hear me. I can talk today. Peaches is not here and not doing meetings, so you guys can hear me talk. But hello. Good morning. I'm sorry. Of course, right when I go to paint or like when I schedule the stream, the baby wakes up. So I had to feed my little princess. Hopefully everyone can hear me. What's up, Swift -1? What's up, Patrick T? What's up, Steve Giblin? What's up, Doug209? Lock It Up Inc. Hello, everyone. You guys ready? I'm going to be painting Mrs. J Bama. Mrs. J Bama today. All right, here we go. Let me get this all set up. Also, I already see a super chat from Mr. J Bama, and he said, yesterday's eye automatically looks better. Thank you for that. Yes, today is the Mrs. J Bama. I did, if you guys click on my Instagram link, I did post the eye that I painted yesterday, the time lapse for J Bama. So if you guys want to go watch that time lapse, it was the last thing that I posted on my art and stuff. You guys can go check that out and see the speed painting without all of the interrupted breaks. Also, I obviously forgot to update you guys on what happened with that dog. Peaches could not catch it. He said that it just started sprinting. It ran across traffic and it just kept going and going and going. And he said it went too far and he got stopped at a stoplight and he didn't see where it went. So he had to come home. But, yeah, poor little thing. Sounds like wrong mic. Okay, let me. Hello? No, that's the right mic. It's my blue snowball. Just remember, I'm in my house. I'm not in my studio or like my shed where it's all, made for, it's all like soundproofed for like the YouTube-ness. So there might be like an echo or two. Just an FYI for everyone. Mm. My memories were all popping up. This time yesterday, I was at the Iguazu Falls. Me and Peaches were on our honeymoon in Brazil. I actually went to 2 countries that day. We went on the boat tour, and so we got to we got to cross technically the border. So we got to be in Argentina and Brazil at the same time, actually. Isn't that cool? So, yes, 1 year ago, I was in 2 countries at once. It was funny. We were on the bus, and there was like this family from Argentina. Of course, they're all like blonde hair, blue-eyed, speaking Spanish. We're just like, wonder what their grandparents were doing a couple decades ago. Now, I've met J Bama and Mrs. Bama in person. at MegaCon a few years ago. Well, actually, now it's been quite a few years ago. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but when you actually like look at the dates, it's like, oh shit, that was a long time ago. It's funny. I had this the head of my department in college. He was from Argentina, and everyone was like in love with him because he was really handsome. And the head of like storyboarding at my school. She was like a super dykey lesbian, and I remember like we were at this like whatchamacallit thing. I don't know. It was like something where you like meet all the teachers and you like find out if you're like having the right major. And I told her like what I was like looking for, and she's like, "Oh, you see that really handsome man over there?" She's like, "Go talk to him." And I was like, "Okay." I don't know though. I have a hard time finding like men that wear like mini scarves attractive. But I was like, he's one of those people that was like just too pretty to be real kind of thing. And he had like the Spanish or I guess the Argentinian accent and whatnot. But it was weird because he was really good looking. But then his sister came to visit one day and she was literally just him with long hair. So it looked like you just slapped a wig on him. And I'm like, oh my God, she's a very masculine woman. But yeah, if you ever wondered about the lineage of some of those Argentinians, it's like, hmm. Them history books can tell you a lot. Did you say simp? But yeah, so I was just all those memories pop up on my phone, and I'm like, "Aw, I was in Brazil with Peaches. We were on our honeymoon this time last year, and now When I was looking at that, I was in bed snuggling with the little baby. I woke up like I could not. I knocked out really early. I've been going to bed around 7 p.m. my time, and then I wake up at like 4:30. But today I woke up at like 3:40, and I was just like, I need to go. I need to go to the gym. I'm dying because I don't look like I've gained like so much weight, but when I weigh myself, I'm still like so. I was 114 pounds before I got pregnant, and then I finally would, when I got pregnant, I broke 120. I'd never been over 120 pounds before. I think the highest I ever got was like 116 pounds. And take in mind, I'm short. So for anyone like, oh, that's underweight, because my doctors would always give me shit saying that I was underweight. And I'm like, if I gained any more weight, I'd be fat or pregnant. And so I got up to 149 pounds. That's as big as I got. That was how much I weighed the day I gave birth to my baby. So that's the heaviest I've ever been is 149 pounds. And I'm like still at like 143. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where'd all this baby weight go? Or like, where's all this weight? Because I'm not like fat, or at least I don't think I'm fat. And then like it all just went to my thighs and my ass. So it's like, it looks like I got a BBL and I'm not about it. I'm like, I don't mind if I have a smaller butt and smaller thighs because I don't want to buy more clothes. And I don't like the look on me. It doesn't suit me. The thinner look suits me in my opinion. Like I'd rather be Twiggy than Kim K kind of thing. And right now I look more like that body type and I'm not about it. Like I don't like this whole big puffer lips, big ass thing. Like I get that that's some people's taste, but personally my aesthetic, I don't dig it. I'm not about it. I miss my old body type. I'm fine with like some of the mom things that I've gotten, but I wanted to go back to normal. And so I was like, I need to work out. But my doctor, because of all my complications from the pregnancy, She's like, no, you can't like work out. You can't lift weights. But I got the go ahead to like, I can go on a treadmill and stuff. And my mind, I'm like, why the fuck am I going to pay for a treadmill when I can just go walk? Like I can go walk to like Starbucks or go walk to Target or like take my dogs on a walk kind of thing. But it's been pouring rain, so I can't. So it's like instead of, going and like walking or running like 3-4 miles that I would usually do, I can't because it's pouring rain. So I got out of bed and I was like, I need to go to the gym right now and get on a treadmill since I can't lift weights or anything. And I like signed up for a gym membership for like the closest gym by my house. And I literally just went there at like 4 a.m. I texted Peaches like, I'm going to the gym. I can't stand my body right now. And I was just like in my like pajama lounge pants and like I just put on a hoodie. Like all the other girls there. Oh no, princess, don't wake up. And she hears me talking. But yeah, all the other girls there are in their, cute athletic wear, and I just look like a troll person. And I'm like, I need this baby fat off of me. I want my smallish ass back. So I just turned up the treadmill to like a 15 thing incline, which was the highest incline that treadmill would go. And I was like, 0.3 miles, or not 0.3 miles, 3 miles an hour. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's get them skinny. Let's get my bodies back. So that's what I did this morning. And then I got home right as Peaches was getting up for work. I made him his coffee. He didn't want breakfast this morning because I guess he ate a lot last night. I've been going to bed at like 7 and he goes to bed at like midnight. And I'm like, the hell are you staying up so late for? And he's like, you're the one that talked. You used to be the biggest night owl. And I'm like, yeah, but I had a baby. So yeah, I did the gym today. I feel so like, I don't know, it's just like this weight lifted off my shoulders. And I told him, I'm like, I'm going to go to the gym and walk on the treadmill for like every weekday. I don't think I'll go on weekends because even like today it was actually kind of packed. And I was like, it's 4 in the fucking morning. What are all these weirdos doing here? And then I was like, it is raining. I guess everyone's trying to get their work in before they go to work. But it was just weird. I thought that there would be no people there, and instead there was. And I'm like, I'm not about this. And I can't even imagine how many people are going to be there on a weekend. Actually, maybe not as many because it's a weekend. But I think those will be my like off days. Plus, it's like I have Jack's show and Flashcast, which, by the way, it looks like there's not going to be any Jack show tonight. When I looked in the chat this morning, Cecil's was supposed to host, but Cecil's out of town. He's watching Camelot do his gay racing in Daytona. So he's gone, and then John was just like, let's just take the week off. So it looks like we're taking the week off, and Ethan's like, cool. I guess Ethan's going to do his show. So yeah, no Jack show tonight, which is fine. We're going out of town this weekend, so I have a lot of like laundry and stuff to do for the baby. And I've been having her in all of her cute Valentine's Day outfits, so I need to wash them all. I think we're going to see my mom. We were supposed to see my brother and his family, but one of my brother's kids got sick, so my brother can't come to see us and see the baby. Swift minus one, thank you for the super chat. Your life is over. Glad you're accepting it now. Thanks. And my baby is starting to wake up. Princess, what baby? She's so freaking cute. Listen, My life isn't over. My life has just begun. My life has just begun. Oh, did you guys hear her? Mommy's coming. This is the problem with me streaming with baby inside. She hears me and she wakes up. Did somebody say trash cast over jack? How dare you? Just wait until you hit the wall. Oh, F you. How many eyes are you going to paint? Well, I was only supposed to paint 200, but it looks like I'm going to be up to 230, actually. Because I had more volunteers. Okay. Come on, baby. Hi. Baby. Oh, did you wake up? Did you hear mommy talking? Did you hear mommy talking? Oh, my little baby. So, I ordered, or on my baby registry, I put like a baby carrier. And it was like the best one recommended on Amazon. And I hate it. And it's like so complicated to use. And it doesn't fit my baby very well. And of course, it's all boy things since we thought we were having a boy, not a girl. Hi, little princess. Yeah, they told us you were a boy. Yeah, they were butts. They got it wrong. You can see her little foot. Okay, there's her little foot. My baby little foot. Yeah, they told us you were gonna be boy. But you're not boy, you princess. Huh. Hi. Yeah, but so I ordered a new baby carrier, so that way in case she wakes up when I'm show her hand. I showed her hand yesterday. Let's see. But he's smiling for mommy. Yeah, look at that little face. You're so cute. I'm so happy she got Peaches' long, perfect eyelashes. That's all I wanted. I'm like, this kid better have your eyelashes. I told him over and over again. I'm like, I'm going to be so mad if the baby gets my eyelashes and not yours. But no, you got your daddy's eyelashes. Yeah, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. Can you make noise? You want to make noise when people hear you? Aww. You guys hear her? Ugh, she's making little baby noises. But yeah, so I ordered this new baby carrier. So hopefully, it said it was supposed to be in today at like 5 p.m. So I'm hoping it arrives a little bit earlier. This one was a little bit more expensive, but I'm hoping that it works well. Oh, you got some boogies in your nose, girl. I'll go get this sucker. Hi. Hi, little angel. Okay, you don't want a bottle. You just want to yell, oh, he's smiling. But, yeah. She's a good little girl. All this talk will be enticing to men who dress as babies. Oh, fucking pervert. No, this is my baby. This is my princess. She's so cute. She's the sweetest little baby. She finally fits in newborn clothes. She was only 4 pounds when she was born, and so I think she's about 7 pounds now. And so all of her newborn clothes fit her. So I'm happy about that. Oh, Sip Minus One, thank you for gifting a membership. Thank you. Also, guys, please smash the like button. Please and thank you. I'd really appreciate it. Help this channel. Actually, I had a short posted a couple days ago and it got 15,000 views. And so I got like a boost in subscribers because I was at like 800 and something for the longest time. And now I passed 9,000 on this channel. So yeah, please, if you haven't, smash that like button. And when this stream is over, don't forget to leave a comment. If you guys are watching over on Twitch, what's up? Thank you. And then thanks to everybody that's watching on Twitter as well. Nick, I'm not reading your last name, but thank you for the super chat. And do you hate Melanie Mack like everyone else? No, absolutely not. I like Melanie a lot. I think she's a nice person. I messaged her actually because I saw, like, I was, taking care of a super newborn baby when all that Goonergate drama was going on. And I'm like, you can disagree with someone without attacking them. And it's like, I don't agree with Melanie on a lot of stuff, but I don't go and attack her about it. And so I messaged her to see if she was okay. Because even I was barely on Twitter and I was barely like on the internet and I wasn't really paying attention to a lot. But just the amount of hate she was getting, like the fact that I was barely on the internet and I was seeing, oh shit. Oh, sorry. Baby just spit up on me. Oh, baby. Oh, no, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby girl. Thanks for getting that all over mommy. Oh. No, it's okay. No, you feel better? Sorry, guys. Baby just spit up all over me. I gotta go change my shirt. Okay. So much fun. But yeah, no, I saw all that shit going on with Melanie, and I just told her, I said, hey, listen, if people are that upset about something you said, it means that they value your opinion. So take it as a compliment. And yeah, so she's doing okay, but I just felt bad. It's like, you can, like, she's not the, and what she says is not the end all be all in gaming. So she, wants like less sexy stuff in video games. And she doesn't think certain things should be there. It's like, who cares? She's just a random person on the internet. Oh my god, Tulip got on the baby's face. I look over and I hear a baby coughing. It's because Tulip is like looking at her. She's getting any of the residue from that lovely puke. I think she's getting ready to poop. At least I hope she is. Hey, baby. Tulip. All right. Come on back. What's up? What's up, baby? No. Are you gonna puke on mommy again? Let me hold you. Let me hold you. You want to play with Tulip? Okay. And I called Melanie Mack a zero. She's becoming EVS. When did I ever say that about Melanie? I've never called anyone a zero. Don't put words in my mouth. My baby girl. Melanie's a really nice person. Just because you disagree with her doesn't mean she deserves all the hate. Her and like Razorfist, I'm like, Jesus. Oh, baby, it's okay. What's that little noise you're making? You want an opinion? You just said she's a random opinion. That doesn't mean I'm calling her a zero. I'm a random person. Listen, there's 8 billion people in the world. She's a random person on the internet. It's not the end of the world that she has an opinion that you don't like. Just like me. I'm just a random person on the internet. We're all just random people on the internet. Look at your little baby. Look at your little baby. Okay. I told her, I was like, so many people are upset by your opinion. That means that they value and care about your opinion. So even though it's hate, take that as a compliment. That's what I do when people lose their minds about something that I say. Because I'm just like, that means that you care. Because it's like, I saw this random lady yesterday yelling at a telephone pole, like full on screaming, waving her arms and legs, yelling at this telephone pole. It doesn't bother me. I don't care what she was saying because I don't care about her opinion. But, if I did, then I'd obviously, be invested in what she's saying. So, are you smiling? Yeah, I care more about what you're having to say and think, little baby. Are you so beautiful? Are you so beautiful, little baby? Yeah. You got big brown eyes. Dixie, stop it. You're hearing the baby. Yeah, she's making little noises. Yeah, see, 16-bit says, yeah, I know there's a lot of drama. Like Evie as Eric July feud, still like both of them, generally speaking, shrugs. I like both of them too. Eric was one of the first people that I met doing YouTube. I did a show back when I was like, oh, let me try doing a podcast before I realized I hated doing them. I like watching them. I hate doing them myself. But Eric was my very first guest on my show. And I introduced him to a lot of people. And I've never I've always considered Eric a friend. And so seeing and I've obviously am friends with Ethan. And it's yeah, I disagree with both of them at times. There's things that I agree with and things that I don't agree with. But it's I don't go and lose my mind and go crazy. And here's my thing. I hate the taste of water. There's people that are like, water doesn't have a taste. Yes, it does. And it tastes disgusting. I don't care that 99.9% of the world disagrees with me. I don't like the taste of water. Just because somebody else likes it isn't going to change my opinion of it. So, look at my baby. Look at my baby. But yeah, I don't know if I'm making sense. I still have mom brain. Deranged Lunatic, aka DL, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. So what does the dogs think of the baby so far? Oh, they love her. Dixie loves her so much. And Tulip was not caring or not paying attention to her until she discovered that the baby tastes like milk. And so whenever we put the baby down where Tulip can get to her, Tulip immediately rushes her and starts licking her face. The doggies love you. Do the doggies love you, little girl? Yeah, my princess. You can make noise, you can talk. Say mama. He just gets saying dad to her, and I'm like, father. And he's like, either way, she's hearing me. I'm like, watch, she is gonna say dad first. Say mama. 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 I love you. I love your chubby cheeks. Oh, so cute. I swear, if I would have known having a baby and being a mom was like this, I would have had 100 kids by now. So cute. Yeah, you're so sweet. I told Peaches, I was like, we would have had kids the first the first time or the first year we started dating. I was like, we could have technically, because we've been married for 1 year. We just had our 1-year wedding anniversary, but we've been together for technically 8 years. And I was like, babe, we could have already had 8 kids. There could have been 8 little Peaches running around. But I love my little baby. It sucks I have to wait a year to have another one, but I guess it gives me extra time with her. And I actually had this little epiphany. I'm like, oh, you know what? I think I understand the only child or the firstborn kind of thing, because you get the firstborn gets all the attention. It's they're both mom and dad. You're the only kid. You get everything. And then when a second one comes around, it's you have to share. And then another one comes around, you have to share more. And then you have to share more. And then you have to share more. But I think Because the second we can have another baby, we're gonna try. So I have to wait a year. So on this baby's birthday, yeah, look at that. We have a brother and sister. Yeah, there'll be another baby Peach. We have someone to play with. I feel like, I don't know, we talked about it, about how many we want to have. And now I'm like, throw that number out the window. I want to have more. We'll see how many I can get Peaches to let me get away with, huh? How many little babies can we have? I kind of don't want twins, though. Because then I'd have to have a C-section. I don't want to do that again. Oh, what is it? What is it? Are you pooping? Are you going to go poop? Mwah. She, like, starts fussing whenever she's pooping. What is it, baby? Drink your milk, please. All right. Have to take a little break while I feed her. If only you could reproduce like tribbles. I know, right? Anna's becoming Sandy. No, my mom, she had my brother, and then like 2 decades later, she had me, and then my sisters. My mom didn't want like as many kids. More respect to those parents that have 10 to 14 kids. Now that's a lot. Super chats, bro. I read the super chat that you sent me. Did you send me another one? Let's see. Watching TJ Hooker. You haven't watched this enough. Oh my god, did you see William Shatner destroy Mark Hamill today on Twitter? It was hilarious. Oh, baby. You hear her farting? Okay, let's go get you another bottle. This one doesn't have enough milk in it. See, it's hard to stream now with a baby. You gotta stop doing whatever it is I'm doing. Oh, baby, that's one stinky fart. Oh, oh my god. Sorry, guys. I had to get her another bottle. When the bottles get low, she starts getting all fussy about it because she can tell the flow, I guess, changes in them. She's so cute. Can you guys hear her make her little noises? Oh. Uh-oh. Come on, you can drink. You can drink your milk. You can drink your milk. 16-bit, thank you. For the little one. Congrats, Anna and Choose on. Thank you. White Girl Halloween, thanks for the super chat. How does the Munchkin like being an older sister? Oh, she loves it. She hasn't really seen the baby that much, though, because she lives with her mother. We're actually going to go see her this weekend. So Peaches has her every other weekend. Dixie, get off the baby bed. Dixie, get off the bed. Dixie, down. Dixie, down. But, Yeah, she's doing like tech for this one play. So she goes to this like art school, and like she's in choir and she does like instruments and stuff, which she has zero interest in. I think she just does it because her friends are in it. But they're doing this like play of Beauty and the Beast at her school. And so she's doing like the tech stuff for it. So like the backstage stuff. So every Peaches said like the last couple weekends that he's been up there with her, she's just been in that all day. So he doesn't see her until like 10 p.m. So, and it's like where it's like dinner and a play kind of thing. And so Peaches got, or he tried getting us tickets for it, and he gave her like the money to reserve the table. And then he picked her up 2 weeks later, and he's like, oh, like, did everything go okay? She's like, oh, no, that it was already booked. And he's like, did you try to get another one? She's like, no. It's like, she's 14. She doesn't care. She doesn't think about that kind of stuff. So we aren't, when we get up there this weekend, I think we're just going to, I don't know. We'll probably either be exhausted from traveling, so we'll probably like just eat in or something and then wait and pick her up. But yeah, she hasn't seen her sister in a long time. I worry that mom and the psycho girlfriend aren't putting ideas in her head that like, oh, she's getting replaced by the baby and everything. So Peaches and I were talking about how we're going to have to like talk to her to like reassure her she's not replaced, that we still love her. Because obviously babies get an insane amount of attention. And especially since now everyone's like making an effort to like come see us just to see the baby. I hope that she's like not going to start feeling like she's left out of things. I hate driving to Huntington Beach. Your people can't drive in. Those are the Asians. And that goes for any state. Hi, little princess. Are you so beautiful? Yeah, do you like your milk? Are you smiling? You didn't drink that much. Are you not that hungry? After all that spit up. Yeah, let's get some burps. Oh, what is it? Oh, you're so beautiful. Do you hear the rain? Are you looking at the rain, little baby? Oh, those chubby cheeks. It's funny. She looks just like Peaches. She's a copy and paste of him. I'm like, all she got from me was my hair color and my hands and my feet. The rest is all Peaches. Like, you just look at their baby pictures, or like his baby pictures, and I'm like, it's just her. I'm like, she's just you, just with pink. It's your baby pictures, like your face and everything, just now it's all pink. Oh, you look more like Daddy than Daddy's twin looks like Daddy. You're your daddy's clone. Which is okay, because your daddy's so pretty. Your mommy's so pretty. You're already so pretty, little baby. Her hair is getting all long. It's so cute. Oh, what is it? What you doing, little baby? Gonna be really hard not saying her name. I always call her name. Because she's got the cutest little name to go along with her cute little face and her cute little chubby cheeks. It's funny, a bunch of people got us like clothes for her. It's like, oh, my first Valentine's Day, or I'm new here, kind of thing. And I'm like, yeah, these won't fit her until she's 1. Huh. Yeah, they won't go. They're not gonna fit you till you're like 1. Because you're little. My little baby. Oh, my baby. Mm-hmm. I love you. I love you, baby. Can you burp for mommy, please? Can you burp for mommy, please? Oh, hey, crazy little girl. Hi, crazy little girl. Are you making noise? Yeah? You want to tell me about it? You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful, little girl. Can you please burp for mommy? It's so hard getting this kid to burp, though. Sometimes it happens pretty easily, other times not so much. Okay. You ready to lay down? You want to go in your playpen? You want to go in your little pot? You want to play with your toys? I love you. I love you, little baby. Aww. What is it? Whoa, what are you doing? Are you trying to escape? Do you want to play with your... Aww, do you want a doggy? Yeah, you want your doggy. Oh, look at that face. You want your doggy? Look at that big smile. Okay, I'll put you with the doggies. With the doggy. There you go. Doggy loves you. Okay, let's see. Let's try to get some more done. Try to lay down as much paint as possible before she starts fussing again. But for reals, guys, she is like the absolute best little baby in the whole world. I love her so much. She's so perfect. I remember for a long time I was like, I'm never having kids, and like, I don't know, I kind of feel like, feminism definitely has ruined it for a lot of women. I feel like all of the girls that are like, oh, I'm just going to be a dog mom, like, I'm not meant to have kids, they're all just screwing themselves over. Like, that is the biggest mistake and lie. I think we're meant to have kids. And considering I was like, I'm never getting married, I'm never having kids. And now that I have one, I'm like, I could not imagine, like, life is so empty without them. Like, we're meant to have children. So I'm so happy I did. I'm so happy I met Peaches, because like before I was like, yeah, I'm, never getting married, never having kids. And then I saw like what a good dad Peaches was to his daughter. And I'm like, okay. Because I was always kind of worried, like, what if I die? Like, who would take care of my kid? Because nobody, like, I love my parents, but they're old. Like, what's going to happen? Like, if something ever happened to me. But Peaches was such a good dad, and I loved his munchkin so much. And I'm like, okay, I think I can do this. But need that thing called a diamond first. So, yeah, but I think all of those women that are like, oh, I'm just going to be like a dog mom or a cat mom, it's all just like a cope, because we've all been lied to that, like, oh, your life ends once you have kids. You won't be able to like be yourself anymore. And I'm like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think, like, my mom is still my mom. Like, she's still a person. She still has her own personality and her own goals and her own dreams. That didn't change just because she had babies. Same with everybody else's mom. I think the big like downside is like a lot of women don't want to get fat, which, I mean, have babies when you're younger, but at the same time, you're probably going to gain weight no matter what. So yeah, just have babies younger. But yeah, I love my girl so much. Everyone that's like, I'm just going to be a pet mom. Like, I get it if you have like a medical condition or you haven't found the right person yet. I totally understand that. But I feel like it was just so ingrained, like, oh, don't have kids, it'll ruin your life kind of thing. Because that's what I was always told. And so it's like, oh yeah, make sure you have a career. No, fuck that. You can have a career whenever. The job is always going to be there, but you're not always going to be able to have kids. So you need to have kids while you can. Like, I've been red pilled. I don't know what pill. I took the red pill from Morpheus. I'm not in the Matrix anymore. I've awoken, had a huge reality check, and the reality check is that you need to have children. That's the purpose of life, is to have kids. To find your person, to have kids and have a family, and you won't be happy and you won't be fulfilled until you do that. Like, I don't even think like I really comprehended what, happiness was until I had my daughter. Like, of course I've been happy. Like, there's plenty of times I've been happy, but I don't think like I had true, complete happiness until I had her. And now I'm like, this is what it's all about. But at the same time, I feel like I was telling this to Peaches because the Munchkin asked me if I was going to get postpartum depression. I was like, what? I was like, why do you know what that is? And she's like, oh, my mom was telling me about it. And I guess she must have been like talking to her mom about the baby and like me and everything. And I made a comment about it and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, no, I was like, I must have like been kind of offended when she asked me because she got really defensive because I think her mom must have had it or something. But I was like, if there's anything to be depressed about, it's not a baby. And I think that's probably like me because, as you guys know, I've suffered a lot of heartbreak in the past, years, like with my sister going missing and then dying. And like a month later, my cousin died. And then a few months after that, my last grandfather died. And so like 2019 was the year from hell. Not even COVID, not 2020. 2019 for me was when basically everyone I loved was dying. So it's like a baby is not something to be depressed about. A baby is something to be joyful about. But also I was talking to Peaches and I was like, yeah, I'm not depressed at all. I'm incredibly happy. And like, I feel like my stress has gone away. I feel like all my worries are going away from having the baby. But I told him, I was like, I feel like though, with me in particular, I kind of accomplished everything that I wanted to. Because I think one thing I was depressed about for a long time was like, since I was a little kid, I wanted to work with George Lucas on Star Wars or like some kind of Star Wars project. And so I went to college to, work on video games for George Lucas. I was going to work at Lucasfilm. George Lucas still owned Star Wars when I was in college. And then like it was my second week of school and it was my second class of the week. And my teacher walks in and he's like, George just sold Lucasfilm to Disney, and my heart dropped and I was like, oh my God, like what? And so I think I've been depressed about that for like it's been over 10 years now. I think because then it's like, what the fuck am I going to do with my life now? Like that's what I wanted to do. And so I was like, I guess I've still got to pursue this career because I'm already in college. I'm already invested, but like, I don't want to work for anyone else. I don't want to work for any of these other companies. I've always wanted to work, for George Lucas and work on Star Wars, but now it's not Star Wars. It's not George Lucas. And so I think I was depressed about that for the longest time. And I didn't even realize I was depressed about it until recently, until I was thinking about like this postpartum depression thing. And I'm like, I'm not depressed about my baby and about, now I can't just go run errands, right? Like it's a whole ordeal. I have to get her in the car seat. I have to make sure she's got all of her stuff. I have to, drive slower. And none of these are bad things, by the way. I'm just saying like now it's like I can't just like jump in the car real quick and go. It has to be a whole planned out day and I have to have everything timed correctly for like her bottles and her bathrooms and her naps and stuff. So like, but none of that's bad. None of that is something to stress me out or depress me. And so I was telling Peaches, I was like, I think a lot of these women probably do get postpartum depression because they feel like they didn't accomplish what they wanted to accomplish in life. And so because they have to kind of put everything on hold to have a baby, maybe that's why they get depressed. But I'm like, I already accomplished, like, I think I was so depressed for a long time about the whole job thing or the George Lucas thing, because now I just feel like any job that I work, it doesn't fulfill me, because I'm always just like, well, I wanted to work for George Lucas and I wanted to work on Star Wars and I wanted to, work on the video games or on any of the movies or the TV shows. Because when the Clone Wars or Rebels or something like that, like I wanted to work for George Lucas and I wanted to work with him on Star Wars. That's what I wanted. And so any job I've had since, it hasn't really been fulfilling. But then now it's kind of actually, I had this whole epiphany. I'm like, if anything, I think for me, as depressed as I've been about that like I'll never be able to do that, it allowed me to spread my own wings and do my own thing. Because if I was working for George Lucas on Star Wars, I would have never, done YouTube. I would have never made the friends that I've made. I mean, of course, Star Wars wouldn't be in the state that it is, but I would have never met Cecil. I would have never met John, Ethan, Flash, Kelsey, Rhino, Nina. Like, I would have never met any of these people. And I'm happy that I've met them. And now, instead of working on Star Wars or having like some soulless job for some soulless company, I'm doing my own thing and I'm talking to all of you guys and I'm painting eyeballs. So in a way, I'm like, I kind of have, like, I've traveled, I've been to Europe, I've been to South America. I've only got a couple more continents to go. I guess, I have to kind of a few more, but now I can go, with her later on. But so I've accomplished pretty much everything. So it's like, there's really nothing for me to be depressed about. Now, I just have to be better, managing my schedule. So I think women that get postpartum depression, I think it's because of that. I think that they just didn't accomplish what they wanted to accomplish before they have kids. So I think it's more like you need to get your priorities straight. And some women, it's like, oh yeah, their only goal in life is to be a mom and to have kids, and that's great. But I don't know. I just, like, when the Munchkin said that, I was just like, I guess I hadn't thought about it because there's nothing for me to get depressed about. Like, the only thing that in regards to the baby that I've been depressed about is the fact that my sister isn't here. And so I have an urn of my sister, and it moves from time to time. Like, I'll move it, like, when I'm in my shed working, like, sometimes late, like, I'll bring it in there with me. So I have her with me. Right now she's in my room, but I move it around because I don't want her stuck in the same spot. But I was feeding the baby and I looked up and I was looking at it, and that made me really depressed, is the fact that my daughter will never know her aunt. Yeah, my other sister has, like, no interest in being part of my life or hers, I think. So there's that aspect of it. So that's all I've really gotten depressed about. They had depression before having a kid, maybe, and then, like, it manifested, but I don't know. Like, I guess with, like, the hormones, like, I started crying. Like, one thing was, like, so when you have a baby, your milk doesn't come in immediately. And so, everyone, like, I wasn't, like, being able to breastfeed her when I was in the hospital. So they had to put her on. Like, I tried and it hurt so bad because, like, those little fuckers bite. It doesn't matter if they don't have teeth. They bite and it's so painful. And so I was, like, I wasn't able to feed her very well at first. And even because of how small she was, they had to put her on this, like, preemie formula. And so I was like, I started crying over that because I'm like, I'm not able to do this. Like, and Peach is like, it's okay. He's like, this is normal. He's like, you're fine. He's like, you're doing everything good. And I'm just like, I'm a terrible mother. And just crying about that. And then I got the crying out of my system and I've been fine since. But yeah, I don't know. Like, just, I was so taken aback when the Munchkin brought that up to me. I'm like, no, like, it was kind of offended. It was like, why would I be depressed about my baby? Like, why would anyone be depressed about their baby? It made me angry. And I feel like if I say anything, like every woman on Twitter is going to like get everyone that's like had a baby will get mad at me. But I'm just like, the last thing to be upset about is your baby. Filoni stole Anna's dreams. Filoni gave me Baby Yoda, which I'm happy about. I imagine it's because when they don't have aspirations that won't be reached, their bodies aren't the same and hormones. Yeah, but that's why it's like, I think I was just like so shocked that the Munchkin brought it up to me. I'm like, no, no, I'm not going to be depressed that I had my princess. But it's hard because it's like, I don't want to say to her, it's like, well, the reason why your mom, had you was not, like, I can't even really say it on the internet because it'll get back to her somehow. But it's like, there's a difference between two people that are in love that want to have a family versus someone that's having a baby because they're going to get deported, So, and I know Gabriella's mother loves her to death, but it's like there's a big difference. So it's like I can understand why her mom would get depressed and have like postpartum depression. And that's not the Munchkin's fault. And how many eyes do you still have left? Well, let's see. This is, I think I have about 100 or 230 eyes to do. I have a list somewhere on this desk. Let me see. Okay. And here's my, oh, you guys probably can't see my stuff. Here's my list. So I have to paint Brittany Venti's eye. I have my dad's eye, Chrissy, Frank, Jay Bama, Mrs. Bama. So I got those two. I don't have a pen, but Steve Giblin, Russell Hall, Wise Guys, Hope, Edgar, Chris, Brittany, James, Brinley, Kaylee, Liz, Mike, Nathan, and Savannah. Those are all of the names on this list that I have left. So I think this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So yeah, it's 20 minus 2. So Tulip, leave the baby alone. Tulip, stop it. Tulip's giving her a kiss. Tulip. Oh my God, they're both laying next to the baby. Oh, baby. Ask them to do a Bill and Jack Show Ballers tonight. I'm kind of fine with taking the night off. I've got a lot of stuff to do before we go out of town this weekend. And also, I've been going to bed at 7. And the Jack Show doesn't start till like 8:30 my time. So it's already past my bedtime. I don't know. I read the comments on the last Jack Show. Oh my God. It's funny. There's this one guy that goes from like every time I see this guy comment and he writes like 5 paragraphs. And I'm like, you care about me so much. You're going on to like random streams and just leaving comments talking shit about me. And I'm like, I think you love me. But I see sometimes people are saying they're like, Anna doesn't care unless it's on her channel. It's like, I actually prefer streaming on other people's channels. I don't like hosting. So when I do have to host, it's like, obviously, yeah, I have to put like a lot more energy in it and making sure everyone's entertained. But I like, being there and hanging out and talking, but I don't like talking over people. And so I don't like assert myself as much. And that's on like any stream I'm on. And so people are like, Anna's just phoning it in. I'm like, why? Because I don't talk over other people. Like I realized this because one of the shows I kept trying. I feel like I spend like 5 hours just trying to read my super chats. And like when we were on Cecil's channel last time, like nobody talks when he's reading his super chats and nobody interrupts him, so he's able to get through his super chats. And every time I try reading super chats, everyone talks over me. And so I'm just like, But yeah, it's like, so because I don't talk over other people, I'm phoning it in, and I'm like, I'm there and putting as much energy in it as I possibly have. And they're like, Anna just plays video games. I'm like, I haven't played a video game in like a year. I haven't played like my video games since whenever Helldivers was, since before I got pregnant, which is a good thing because of my heart rate. So it's like, I'm not just, that was years ago. That was years ago when I was playing video games on Jack Show. If you're on with dudes who are total blabbermouths, I know, but that's the thing. But so it's like, wait, you hate? I was just, I'm talking about this, a couple of comments on the last Jack Show, but it's funny because I'm just like, okay, so you hate me so much because for whatever reason you hate me, but then you're also complaining that I don't put in the effort, and so So because I don't put in the effort and I don't talk as much, like, wouldn't you like that because you hate me so much? Like, but you're making complaints that you want to hear me talk more. So it's like, so do you really hate me or not? I find the hypocrisy amusing. But, I always have fun doing the Jack Show. Just sometimes, I just like, I can't get a word in. What is the dog doing to my baby? What do you mean? Have shame? They feel you don't comment on things you don't know anything about, but it's funny when you do, they want more of that. Well, I mean, I feel like a lot of it has been very political lately, and it's like I don't have anything to add to those conversations. So it's like I just don't talk. Like I'm not like I don't know. I don't feel the need to like comment on something that I'm not versed in, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I mean, I'll ask questions sometimes, but like I really don't have any interest in getting into a political debate about things. Tulip, what are you doing to my baby? Tulip, stop it. Tulip, I know she loves you. I know you want to give her a kiss, but this is too much. Tulip, leave the baby alone. Give her a little kiss, not lots of kiss. Little kiss. Oh, my princess. Tulip. All right. I gotta go save my baby from this dog. Can you guys hear the rain? Mm. I got paint on me. Gotta get it off before I pick that. Okay. Mommy hold you. Mommy hold you. What's up, the doggy kissing you too much? Oh. Oh, my baby. Your head's all wet. Who was like basically giving her a bath. Oh my god, little baby. Oh, you're so silly. Oh, your mommy will hold you. Your hair. It looks like she just came out of the bath. Tulip just like licked her so much. Oh, the doggy loves you. Oh, you're so beautiful. Let's see. I don't know why anyone cares. Why do they need all of you to talk at all times? I think the whole thing is silly. I can't hear the rain. Oh, that's pretty. Hey, baby. Yeah, no. I don't get it. Because it's like, oh, they complain if I talk too much, and then they complain if I don't talk. So it's like there's no pleasing a lot of people. But my thing is like I absolutely hate when I listen back to live streams and everyone talks over each other. So like if Cecil's going on about something, then I don't talk. And like if John's talking about something, I'm more interested in listening to what they have to say than inserting my own opinion. Bless you. And sometimes I don't have something to say. And then sometimes when I do have something to say, I'll jump in. But, you know, a lot of the times either like I don't have anything to say or I get talked over. Hi. Oh, what is it? Oh, are you all wet to me? Want another blankie? Are you hungry? Let's see. Are you hungry? Okay, let's get you another bottle. Let's get you another bottle. Baby. Baby. Taking a bottle break. Yeah, but he's smiling. You know, it's your bottle. Oh, you're smiling. You got the biggest smile. You're so beautiful. Are you so beautiful? Yeah. Okay, here, let's drink your bottle. Let's drink your milk. Do you want your milk? It's gonna be so good. Come on, you can do it. Ooh, there we go. That's right. You want the other one? It's funny. We have two different types of bottles, and like she'll switch between which one she likes and which one she doesn't like. She's been liking this one. So she likes this one, but I didn't use the other one today. And now she doesn't want to drink out of this one. New funny baby stories to share? Huh? I guess. Hi. I don't know. It hasn't really been eventful. A lot of days are like pretty much the same. I took her to the post office for the first time the other day. I have some P.O. box presents I'm going to have to open. But no, she's such a good baby. She's just a little fussy right now because the dog was like licking her. I think she was trying to sleep, and Tulip just wouldn't stop giving her kisses. And I'm trying to get her to drink her bottle, but she doesn't want it. She wants the other type, so I put it in the bottle heater, but what is it? Oh, I'm trying. Okay, there we go. Yeah, she'll fight me. So this one is like supposed to be a slower speed, so it's supposed to be the most like breastfeeding. And the other one, it like I guess it comes out faster, but it's like an anti-colic type of bottle. And those are the ones that we used when she was like a newborn because they're smaller. But so it's like sometimes she likes that one better because it's faster and she doesn't have to like work as hard when it comes to drinking out of it. But most of the time she likes these ones, but today she wants the other one. So she's fighting me on it. If you guys haven't yet, please smash the like button, please and thank you. I might have to change her diaper soon. I changed it right before I started streaming. It was like almost an hour and a half ago. I don't know if you guys get notifications for this channel, but I did start, I make all of these eye paintings into reels that I post on Instagram, and then I re-upload them here onto YouTube as shorts. And so there's a bunch of shorts here on this channel if you guys want to see like the sped up eye paintings. A disillusioned man, thank you for the super chat. A bit late, but congrats on getting to 200 eyes. Ah, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, Danny Max 677, thank you for watching over on Twitch. I appreciate it. It's funny, people give Twitch so much shit for all of like the, you know, some of the content that they have on there. But Twitch has always been really good to me. They pay me. They've never given me any trouble. I guess it's because I'm not controversial on Twitch, but you know, I actually really like Twitch, but a lot of people don't, so I get it. Not everything is everyone's cup of tea. Is that so good, little girl? is that so good? She drank a bit. Let's see. Let's see. Was that so good? Do you like your meal? Oh, you're tired. Are you ready for your nap? Yeah. Got some boogies. It's cool. They make this thing for babies now where it's like it's an electric booger sucker. So babies get like, boogies, and you have to get this like it's like a little blue ball you stick in their nose and it like sucks the boogers out. But she cries and cries when I do that. And so I gave in. There's like this electric booger sucker on Amazon for like $40, and I was like, I'm just gonna try it. I'm like, fuck it, I'm getting one. And I got it. It's life-changing. It's so fast. It just sucks the boogers out. She doesn't cry at all. It works so good. Like, compared to the screaming and all the effort that goes in with those, like, little blue balls, this just, like, you just stick it in her nose. It gets the boogies. You're so beautiful. Yeah, you're about to pass out, little girl. You make such sweet little baby noises. Let's burp you, though. Now we're going to burp you. I have her all swaddled. She looks so cute. Can you burp for mommy? Can you burp for mommy? You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. Mommy loves you. Can you burp for mommy? Can you burp for mommy? Read a VR Surge comment. Where is it? How long ago was it? Katie wanted to get her eye painted and wondered if you could take her submission. Yes, she tell her to message me on Twitter. DM me. Yeah, just like no makeup. Get a good picture of your eye. It should have to be like my last one though. See, this is my problem. My goal was 200 and now I'm like way over 200. Oh, my baby. My little baby. Mommy loves you. Mommy loves you so, so much. Oh, she's so cute. My princess is so cute. Oh, my baby. Disillusioned man, thank you. How many more eyes do you have to paint? Like 18. J Bama says, I feel like the eye is judging me. Your missus? She got a nice tan. Oh, hey, J Bama. Also, you message me on Twitter. What kind of leafing do you guys want? Do you guys want silver, gold, or copper? I can send you pictures if you want examples. But once I'm done painting all these, I have to like do all of that. One of these days when Peaches is home to watch the baby, I'll do a stream where I just add all the leafing onto a couple paintings so you guys can see my process. Anna wants to be a Comicsgate king. I've been in that green room for like years. I don't go on the show because I don't think that honestly, I stopped watching Comicsgate Kings a while ago. Like sometimes I'll pop in if it's on when I'm driving because Mondays is when I get my eyelashes done. But I think that show should stick to, it should only be people that worked at Marvel and DC. Like I think that was a good parameters for criteria for being on the show. And then once Ethan started adding like a bunch of people, like, so I was in the Comicsgate green room and I left it because there was like so one morning I woke up and I had like a million freaking notifications, and it was this, someone was spurging out at another person in the CG green room, and I was just like, fuck this, like, I'm out. Like, and plus there was a bunch of people on there, and I'm like, I don't want to promote these people's projects, and I don't want to drop a link in for my show in case, like, sometimes, we'll drop links like for Jack's show, or if I'm streaming, I'll drop a link in like, oh, hey, you guys can come on my show, if you want to. And I'm like, there was a few people in that green room that I'm like, I don't trust them, I don't like them, and I don't want to promote them. And so, like, I saw like this one person spurting the fuck out in the chat, and I was like, deuces, I'm out. And so I wasn't in any CG rooms. No, I was in like another room, and then that person that was spurging out in the original room started lying about like that they weren't spurging or involved in any of that drama in the other one. And so I was like, deuces, I'm out of this room too. And so I wasn't in any CG room. And so Ethan added me to the CG Kings rooms because I was like, I'm not going to go on the show because I don't think I belong on that show. It's for people that worked at Marvel and DC that were professionals, which I'm not one of them. But I was like, I'll promote all of those guys and I'll have them on my show, and like, I don't mind dropping like a link, like any of those people that were in that room, I don't mind. And now Ethan has added so many people that it's kind of like in the same boat. I'm like, there's people in here that I like, and then there's people in here that it's like I don't like and I don't want to promote. And like, honestly, in my opinion, like, I think that room or that show should just be Marvel and DC people. I don't think, any I think that was great criteria for the show, because if it's not, then it's like, well, then just do a CG live show, and just, you can add everyone in there that you want. But it's not my room, it's not my show. But yeah, I've had the link to every show for like the past 2 or 3 years at this point. And yeah, I just don't go on because I'm not, a Marvel or DC veteran. I don't belong on that show. And in my opinion, neither does anyone else that's not a Marvel or DC veteran, in my opinion. So, yeah. Are we supposed to message you over Twitter? No, everyone's supposed to use the email, but when it's, for example, so like, I know Jay Bammett in person. I met him and his wife, and so I had him on my list already, so it's just easier for him because we talk about other things as well. So I just had him message me on my art, or not my art Instagram, my art Twitter. But everyone else, I prefer using the email because it's easier for me to get in touch with everyone. I don't have my Twitter DMs open to people I don't know. Or else I'd be getting messaged by every fucking crazy person whenever I'm getting canceled by the whack jobs on Twitter. So people can only message me on Twitter if I follow them. And knocking Cecil off Comicsgate Kings. No, I mean, I love Cecil, but I don't think he belongs on Comicsgate Kings. Like, I get Comicsgate, I get like wanting to invite him onto the show because Cecil's a lot of fun, and he's funny, and he's good banter, and he's really good at streaming, and he's a good like YouTube personality. But there's people that like, are CG Kings that, maybe they're not like the best YouTubers, but now they're going to get talked over, and they don't, like, that was kind of their show kind of thing. And now it's getting replaced with, oh, here's YouTube personalities, which I get. As somebody that has run YouTube shows myself, it is very valuable to have energetic people that know how to stream on your show. But it's like, everyone else gets talked over, and now there's too many people, so people can't get on the show. Do you like superhero movies? I like older superhero movies. I don't like any modern superhero movies. I don't think they're very good anymore. Do you guys consider Hellboy a superhero movie? because I know he's like technically like, comics, but I always liked those. I liked the first one a lot. The second one, I thought it had potential, but it wasn't as good as it could have been. I wish Del Toro would have been able to do the third Hellboy movie, but Hellboy was always like my favorite, and I really like those comics too. But when I think about Hellboy, I don't really think of that as like a superhero movie. But I guess technically it is. My baby. My baby's never seen Hellboy. I really want to get like a Hellboy plushie for her. Actually, Peaches and the Munchkin had never watched Hellboy before, so I think like the first one was on Netflix like a year or two ago, and so I played it for them. And because Peaches said like he like turned on one of the Hellboy movies and he said it was really bad. He turned it off and was like, which one? And it was that newer, not the newest one that came out, but the one before that came out like, 3 or 4 years ago? I know my thing, Yola. I think he's got me blocked on Twitter. A lot of comic book people have me blocked on Twitter, but oh, my baby. My little baby. Okay, I'm going to go put her in her crib. I'll be right back. Yeah. Mommy love you. Mommy loves you so much, little girl. Mommy loves you so much. Mommy loves you so much. I love you. You're so sweet, little baby. My baby. What came in the mail, Dixie Doo? Is this my new watch? All right, everyone, give me a second. I got so fun, amazing fact. Because of the pregnancy, I got this stupid disease. And so now I have to monitor my heart rate or else I'll get a stroke. So I had to get a blood pressure watch, and it just came in. My doctor recommended it for me. And it was a pain in the ass to get my insurance to cover it. But I got this watch, which is like, I guess it's like one of the best ones. But my doctor was like, get this watch. It's a smart watch. It'll pair with like either iPhone or Android. And it'll monitor your blood pressure and all of that. And heart rate and everything. There's like one thing that it doesn't do, but doesn't like show text or calls, which is fine. I don't need a watch for that. But I've always been against like smartwatches because I'm like, why would I have something like that's gonna die? But I need to put this on. And it connects like, I guess my doctor can It'll notify her if like my heart rate goes up too high. Okay, let's set it up. English. What the fuck? Pair. Okay. I need to pair it to my phone real fast. You don't already have a Fitbit? No, I'm against smartwatches. I've always been against smartwatches. I don't like it. Okay. Now I have to get the app. With, what's it called? BP. Okay, got it. I'm downloading the app. Let's see how this goes. They got Anna. Yeah, no, like, look at this. It's literally got, like, a heart, a blood pressure thingy on it. It sucks. Yeah, I didn't know that you could get, I did not know. How do you connect? Add new device. Damn it, now I have to create a fucking account. This is such a pain in the ass. But yeah, I have to monitor my blood pressure because my, I almost had a stroke while I was pregnant, which is why I had to have the baby early. My blood pressure was like 200 and something over like 100 and something, which I don't know anything about blood pressure, but I guess it was like super high. They're like, because I told Peaches, I was like, wait, what? Did not do it? Okay. Email account not registered. Fuck you. Let me register. So annoying. But, I told Peaches, I was like, they're going to try to make me have a C-section. I was like, let's just see if we can just wait until, I'm full term. And then if like she still hasn't moved, let's, then we can try doing the C. And then like, so they were trying to like, you need to do it right now. You need to have the baby right now. And like, he was just like, oh, can we just like wait until she gets to full term? And like, if the baby hasn't moved by then we can do the C-section. And the lady was like, she's like, no, she's like, even if like you guys want to wait to have the baby, like we can't let her leave the hospital because she's about to have a stroke. And so they're like, you need to deliver now before she has a stroke and, she's carrying a baby. So now and they were trying to get my blood pressure down. They had me on magnesium, which was like the most ridiculous fucking drug. Never, if you guys don't have to get on magnesium, don't. It was hell. I hated it. It was like I was on drugs. It was awful. I was like, this is why old people seem like they're fucking loopy. It's because they're forced to be on magnesium. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, now I can. Scanning. Oh, it's connecting finally. But so now I have to make sure my blood pressure, because my blood pressure will spike randomly. And like, I can feel it now that I know like what that is and what to look for. I can feel it. And I have to like calm the fuck down. It sucks so bad. Okay, it's updating. All right, I think I got it all set up. Let me get this damn thing on me now. We'll see if it can fit my tiny wrist. I was trying to find a kid version of this watch because my wrists are so small. I can usually only fit children stuff, but I think it might actually fit me. Let's start. Oh my god, it's literally doing it. It's squeezing my wrist. Wow, this is weird. Oh my gosh, it's like squeezing me. I need to make this watch tighter though. There we go. Okay. Oh, this is some bullshit. It's on whatchamacallit time. Look at that. Doing it. Yeah, it's on military time. It's on her left hand. Yeah, I can't wear it on my right. Right, am I supposed to? What hand am I supposed to wear it on? It's squeezing pretty hard. Okay. I don't know what any of this shit means. It's 124 over 78. Is that good? How do I reset it? How do I fix the time? Can I click on it? Oh, here we go. Is there settings? I don't know what MMHG versus KPA is. All I know is I want to reset the time on this so it's not military time. I'm guessing it came with a manual. It did, but I didn't feel like reading it. I thought I could figure it out on my own. Little manual. Screen, power button, function button. Let's try that. Sleep, pressure, daily activity, exercise, alarm, breath, calculator, stopwatch, timer, find phone, settings. Here we go. Personal information. How do you go back? Okay, how do I change time? Settings. System operations. Maybe it's that one. No. Display and brightness. Maybe it's that. No. Language about. Am I stuck on stupid military time? It's weird. Maybe on the app I can do it. Let's see. Hello, Ethan. I'll figure it out later. I need to finish painting while his baby sleeps. That's cool. I got my fancy old people watch. Oh, there we go. I can just do this type of watch. Check and see if it has an app for your phone. It is, but the app is updating. See? Should I take my heart rate again? Or my blood pressure? That's pretty cool. It's supposed to say my steps, too. I don't know how, but... Oh, see, look at that. It's got a little heart. I feel like such an old person. Yeah. So is 124 over 78, is that normal? Is that like a normal blood pressure? I don't know anything about this shit. I'm just going to leave it on there. I can tell what time it is like that. Okay. Let me get this back. I need to finish painting this eye. It's already late. I got a ton of stuff to do today. A ton of laundry, I should say. Okay. That's normal. All right. I'll believe you. Oh my God. My little princess is sleeping like an angel. It feels so weird being a person with a smartwatch. Always been so against them. Guys, please don't forget to smash that like button. I think you're the most well-behaved baby. What's up, Dan? I know, everyone tells me that she's like such a good baby, and I'm like, I know. Wait, you think I was going to raise a monster? It's funny though, her nickname, I call her my little monster, because when she wants to breastfeed, she does this thing where she's like, she looks like she's a little monster getting ready to feed. Like, did you guys ever watch Galaxy Quest, those like little babies? And like when their like teeth get all sharp and their ears stick out and they like are like gonna eat that other little alien? That's like my baby. She's like, she's so silly. But yeah, I call her my little monster. My mom gets mad at me. She's like, she's not a monster. And I'm like, yeah, she is. She is when she's hungry. You know. Even Peach's mom, she's like, you don't know what it's like to have a baby that won't stop crying. And I'm like, watch. I bet you like when she's teething and stuff, but she's a good little girl. But even Peaches said, like, the Munchkin was a good baby. Like, they don't cry that much unless they need something. Mm. I'm realizing I made her iris too big on one side, so I need to go in and fix that. She's looking more like to this way. Gosh, I feel like such an old person with this hunky watch all over. That's the wrong word. Chunky. Hunk of chunk. I don't know what word I'm trying to say, but this ridiculous watch. If I ever wore a watch, I used to wear them. I go to Walmart and I'd go to like the jewelry / watch section. I'd get the kid watches. Those would fit me. They actually make nice watches for kids. I had this cool like AC/DC one I'd wear all the time. I had like a PlayStation one. I will say Walmart, like, it's a bad rep. But I like Walmart. You can't change the band. No, not on this. It's a special kind for the blood pressure, so gotta do what I gotta do. It just sucks. I did not know you could get a freaking disease from getting pregnant. Who knew that was a thing? Why don't they warn you about that shit? They're like, oh, it's like never happens. It's like, then why are you telling me it's common? Because they told me, they're like, oh yeah, it's common with young and first-time moms. And I'm like, what? What? Like, shouldn't this be like, oh, if it's common, why does everyone say, oh yeah, this never happens? I'm like, bull fucking shit. I'm gonna monitor my damn heart rate now like an old person. Or blood pressure, I should say. Whatever it is. I don't like it. You're not young, Anna. Fuck you. According to the doctors, I am. It's not like I'm 50 trying to have kids. They asked me, they're like, oh, is your baby IVF or natural? I was like, what the fuck is IVF? And then I learned it's like, that's when like they implant the baby in you kind of thing. I was like, what? Apparently a lot of people do the IVF shit now. At least down here, because they're all old as fuck having kids. When we went and took the baby to have her newborn photos done, when we were leaving, like there was a couple there. It was like an Asian woman and like a white dude. And he looked like he could be Santa Claus. And they had a giant, their baby was bigger than mine, and their baby was probably like actually brand new. But I'm like, yeah, that was probably definitely an IVF baby. All these old people. And Peaches is like, that must be the worst thing in the world, being that old and having a baby. So there's like a hair on this. Trying to get it out. And tweezers somewhere. I don't know where they went. The older bride? No, she was older too. You could just tell they were like an older couple that got married and decided to have a kid later in life. That's actually really common down here where I live. There's like it's all like older women that are like they're all like wealthy. Even at the doctor that I went to, like there was a lot of older people. Actually, it was funny when I went in for like my 2-week post appointment. There was this like mom in there with her teenager, and you could tell like the teenager was obviously the teenager was the pregnant one, so it was like the grandma, and she was like the teenager. I'm like, she looks like she's 14. She was really tall, but I was like, you can tell she was young, and she was like super super tomboyish, and I'm just like, she can get pregnant, anyone can, kind of thing. But my baby was so little. She was only 2 weeks old, man. Like she was smaller than baby dolls. Like if you go to Target and see some of the baby dolls they sell, my baby was smaller than them. And the lady that was there with her daughter was just staring at my baby. And she was all happy. I think it was like exciting her to see, because obviously it's like nobody wants their teenager getting knocked up. But then there's like these two other girls there that knew each other, and one of them, like, her voice sounded fake. She talked like this, and she was this tiny blonde girl that was probably like 4'11", and her boyfriend or husband was super tall, and he had a bunch of tattoos, and he looked like he worked at a tattoo parlor, and she looked like she was like a little blonde anime girl, and she had this huge belly, and she talked like this, and she was wearing this black dress with these anime like heel shoes. You sound the same way, and I just did a voice. And she, like, the girl that was her friend was like this kind of chunkier Asian girl, and they were talking about things, and like obviously I had just been through all the shit that they were talking about, and I don't like obviously you're talking in a waiting room, so everyone has to listen to your conversation, but I didn't want to like jump in and like say something. But she was like, yeah, she's talking about C-sections and something about catheters. And I wanted to jump in and be like, the catheter's the best part. You don't have to get up to go to pee for days. But I didn't want to like say anything in their conversation. And it's funny. So the waiting room's kind of small. So if all the chairs get filled, they make all the dudes go outside. And so Peaches had to go out with, the baby. And then once a couple chairs opened up, the lady that was working there, she said my name, and she's like, do you want me to go get your husband? And she's like, out of everyone there, she was going to invite my husband in versus all the other dads. And I was like, yes, please. Get him and my baby back in here. Chunky Asian girls are rare, thankfully. I don't know. I feel like I see more chunky Asian girls than I see thin Asian girls. Okay, I gotta fix this eye. I made it a little too big over here. Then my cat is just like knocked out. There we go. You only bullied Shane into being gay. Shane is gay. Him and John are gay for each other. Didn't you guys hear? It's cool. She's got like spots in her eyes. My baby is over there sleeping like a little angel. Super chat. Okay, let me check. What? No. Wrench Ethan, how dare you? Is Ethan here? Is he here or did he leave? I can scroll back in my timeline and try to find him if he's not still here. I bet you he's not. Probably watching something interesting. He was here, but he might be gone now. Probably. I just checked my Twitter DMs. Yeah, it looks like no Jack show tonight. Mhm. Got to get this done. Mm. Mhm. Oh my goodness. It's coming along. It's getting to that phase where I'm like right before I start adding details. When I add the details, it all comes alive. There's this thing in art where it's like you're in the ugly phase of a painting. And that's always like when people want to take a break or quit because it's like, it's ugly. Mm-hmm. You know, I've been debating on. I've been really wanting to watch Long Legs because I like Nicolas Cage, and then also, um, a lot of people have said that it's like Silence of the Lambs, which is my favorite movie. And so I've been debating on watching it. And it's on sale on Amazon for $3 to rent. And so I might finally give in and do it. What do you guys think? Should I watch it? Is it worth watching? Did you guys like that movie? I know I have to watch that stupid Captain America movie, which I really don't want to. But I think it was like Shane that was going on about it. Like Shane and Cecil were talking about long legs. I remember like Cecil said that it was him and Gigi were gonna go watch it, and that was the day that kid shot Trump, and so they didn't go and see it because they were trying to pay attention to what was going on. They were watching the news instead. It's understandable. No, I don't know. Now that's like $3. I might rent it just to see what the fuss is all about. See if I like it or not. Oh, I hear my little baby. My little baby man. Do people in Seattle have backyards? I was just thinking because I'm like, the way it is right now is probably how it is every day in Seattle. So it's like, do they have backyards? Does anybody here from Seattle? Does anybody know? I'm sure some houses do, but it's like, what's the point if you can never go outside? She's making the cutest little baby noises in her sleep. What's up, Holocron? Do I like playing video games? Yes, I do. I just don't have time to anymore. And my favorite game I've ever played is KOTOR 2. I like KOTOR 2 a lot. I like it better than the first one. Ooh, my phone is at 10%. I'm gonna go plug it in for a minute so we can chill and talk. Take a little break. When I changed my shirt, I didn't put a jacket back on, and it's cold. My girl is all swaddled up. She's so cute. All right, chat. I'm gonna let my phone charge for 10 minutes. So let's have a chat for the next 10 minutes while I wait for my phone to charge up a bit. What's up? I'm looking directly at you. Are you in the shed? No, I'm inside my house. Whenever I'm on this... I don't know that one. Alexa, shut up. Whenever I'm on this easel, I'm in my house. Whenever it's the other easel, I'm in the shed. At least for now. I actually kind of like the way this looks better on camera versus my darker easel. This is my old one, though. It's kind of broken, which is why I switched to that one. Why is it cold in here? Because Peaches won't let me raise the heat above 72. Actually, he's not home. I'm going to just do it. I'm cold. Here, I'm going to cover up the bottom because it has her name on it. But look at my baby's hand. You see how little that is? Isn't it so cute? So cute. Then your little baby little handprint. It's so cute. Okay. I just checked my text. My mom's like, we're going up this weekend, but my brother, his youngest son, is having a birthday party next weekend. So my mom and my brother were supposed to meet us, and whatchamacallit, we're supposed to meet us this weekend, but my brother can't come because him and the whole family are sick. And so I was like, all right, well, then maybe if you guys aren't sick, maybe I'll try to come up after and like go to the birthday party, which is on the 22nd. And my mom just texted me. She's like, if you go up, I'll give you gas money if you come up, and then you can stay with me, and I won't come down this weekend. And I'm like, I don't want to go. It was being nice. Like, I don't want to go up by myself. I'll talk to Peaches when he gets home. But that means I have to stay at my mom's house. My mom doesn't have internet. It's cold over here, bro. It's cold here. Oh, yeah. Let's check my phone. What's the weather at? Or my watch now. What does BPM stand for on here? Right now it's like a heart bouncing. Is that blood? Long legs? No internet. Yeah, I know. Which move? Okay, yeah, long legs. Yeah, I want to watch it. Is it good? Is it worth it? Should I watch long legs? Beats per minute. Oh, it can check. How does it check that? Oh, look, it's 74, 76. Keeps going up. Is that right? Get mobile Starlink for your pickup truck. I know. No, I was actually thinking about like for her birthday of getting like just calling the internet. So my parents were on the same phone plan, and obviously we were all on the same phone plan. And then when they got divorced, they split it. But my mom didn't have an email address, so all of her bills and stuff get emailed to me. So she gave them my email address. So I get all this shit from my mom, but I'm on my dad's plan. 85 beats per minute. Is that normal? What's your pulse? Is that normal? 85? It seems normal. That's good. Okay, good. Please check Bluetooth. No records. I've taken 69 steps. Well, it wasn't there with me when I did my treadmill this morning, so that's cool though. Yeah, I guess I kind of like this thing. It's handy. It's got the date. No, I don't know what this whole no work. Please connect to phone before using the function. Fuck off. It should be connected to my phone. Okay. All right. Well, everything seems good. My favorite number is 5. 85 is okay. 70 is better. Oh, so you want it to be lower. That's interesting. And for $3, get it? Yeah, but it's to rent. You don't get to keep it, Optic Research. That's the problem. That's why I don't like doing those. It's especially since I'm like, it's gonna go free on streaming in like a year. Watch. So it's like I don't want to rent it. You know what's funny is if Blockbuster was around, I would have no problem going to Blockbuster and renting it. Do those red boxes still exist? Check your DMs. Bro, did you send it to me? I'll check right now. Aw. Thanks, Texas. Look at you going and clutch. But is it worth it? Like, have you guys watched it? Is it good? I need to do, Anna, did you tell the tale of what happened to the last puppy? Yes, I did. I'll tell everyone if you guys miss it. The last stream, there was like a puppy in front of our house, and I went outside to try to get it, and it ran away from me. And then Peaches got in his car and tried to get it, but it ran across the street, like the busy, like traffic street, and he chased it as far as he could, but he said it just kept running and running, and he got stuck at a stoplight. And then when he got a green light, he, drove on. He didn't see it anymore. So he lost it, and he just came home. But it had a collar on, so hopefully it has like a license, like with an address and everything. But Peaches was unable to get the puppy, which is sad, but I don't know. It sucks that it got out in the rain. I hope it got home. But yeah. It's like with my dogs, like they don't run away from us, so it sucks. But hopefully it's okay. Again, it has like a collar with a license on it, so hopefully it finds its way home. But yeah, that's what happened with the puppy. I think it's a decent watch again. Warning you of the ending will piss you off. The ending, really? I know you only see him for like a minute, but everyone says it reminds them of Silence of the Lambs, and I really like Silence of the Lambs. It's my favorite movie, so I hope that I like it. Like I said, I need to review Nosferatu because I finally watched it. I need to watch it again and process everything again. Because I also we watched it up on the TV, and I didn't have my glasses on, so I feel like there was things that I missed. Like, I think I was more like distracted by Peach's reaction to it, because there's like a scene when like Johnny Depp's daughter and Nosferatu like see each other in person for the first time, and like she's like into him, but he's all like decaying, and he's basically like a talking zombie. And I don't know, it was like, I'll give it to them, they had chemistry, but Peaches was like, he was so disgusted by it. He was like, ah, what's going on? He's like, what the fuck? Why is she into him? And so I was distracted by his reaction to it. So I need to watch it again, like by myself, not distracted by Peaches. And I was weirded out by like the fact that like the two girls in the movie, their names were Ellen and Anna. We was MAGAs. Thank you for the two. Maybe you can explain how they sailed to Germany. How who sailed to Germany? Oh yeah, right, because they're like waiting at the docks, but weren't they just in the German mountains? Yeah, you're right. That doesn't make sense. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because weren't they in like Bulgaria? Or not Bulgaria? What is it called? Fuck, I've been there. Like the area that they were at. Let's see. What was it? They were literally bugs crawling on his dick. Oh, I didn't even see that part. No, not Romania. No, don't they say he's in Bavaria? Isn't that it? See, I need to watch it again. Yeah, how did they sail to Germany? Because south of Germany is the Alps and the Germany only has boats on the north or like a coast, right? I'm trying to think. Yeah, Bavaria is in Germany. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Didn't they say that he was in Bavaria? He wasn't in Transylvania, right? Bavaria is Germany. I know. I've been there. I have been to Bavaria. I went to Neuschwanstein Castle when me and Peaches went there for my birthday a few years ago. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. See, I need to watch it again. Riverboats? No, he's not in Bavaria. I just remember them saying he's up in the mountains in Germany. And then the one guy's like the boat master, but yeah, now I'm confused. Send me photos of the castle. Just Google it. When Peaches and I went there, it was super overcast and raining. I was stupid. When we went to Europe, I only brought 2 pairs of shoes with me. I brought Uggs and flip-flops. And it was so rainy, and I'm like, I'm not wearing my Uggs in the rain because then they'll be soaked for the rest of my trip, basically. So I wore flip-flops to walk up the mountain to Neuschwanstein Castle. My toes were frozen the whole time. But I actually learned this when I was in high school because I absolutely hate having like wet shoes and socks. So what I would do is I would just wear flip-flops. I'm like, fuck this. My feet are going to get wet anyway. At least with flip-flops, they dry pretty quickly. Let's see. Oh, Anna's web feed actually seen water. He wasn't. He was in Transylvania. Was he? Did I just miss that? I remember them talking about like how far away things were. Bro, the one part that grossed me out the most though was that scene where the Renfield guy, who's not Renfield but not Renfield, when he was in the prison and like he knocked himself over in the chair and he like kills the night guard by like biting his neck open. I was like, ah, gross. And try this for Neuschwanstein. Say Neu Shavansti. I can't say it. Neu Shavanstein. Did I say it? Shavan. Neu Shavan. I can't say it correctly. I didn't know that there was 2 castles right across from each other. So there's the one that Stein. I don't speak German. Shavanstein. Neuschwanstein. I can't pronounce it. But there's another castle right across from there. And we didn't go to that one. We would have known that there was another one. We would have probably made another day of it. But We went to Stuttgart, which is where my cousin and his wife were living at the time. And then we went to Neuschwanstein, and then we went to Munich, and then from Munich we drove to Berlin, which is really cool. Germany is really pretty. It's not as pretty as Switzerland, but it's really cool. Oh, the food was so good. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 domestic box office is a lot. I didn't even watch Sonic the Hedgehog 2. You almost had it. New, how do you say? Schwanstein? Schwanstein? Did I say it? Schwanstein? Neuschwanstein? Did I speak German? It's funny. Peaches' twin, he's completely fluent in German. So Peaches' twin, he taught himself German, and he went to Germany. He did, like, when he was in high school, the German exchange student. And I guess the family that had, so Peaches' twin he got a juvenile type 1 diabetes, because when he went to Germany to be an exchange student, the family that like was watching him basically used him as like slave labor. So they were on like a farm, and they had him, just like basically work on their farm, and they were stealing his money. And anytime he like called home to talk to him, they were in the room and they monitored everything that he said. And he got really, really sick, because I guess he was like stressed out. Cause like one time he came back and they had like changed the locks on the doors, and he tried climbing in the window to his room, and he saw his like host mom going through his stuff and like putting his money in her pockets. But so like he got really, really sick. And so they had to take him to the doctor, and they're like, oh, well, it's because you're not taking your insulin. He's like, what are you talking about? And the doctor's like, well, you have type 1 diabetes. And he's like, no, I don't. And it sucks, because once kids pass 18, there's no way of you getting it. But because of the stress he was under, and like, I guess it like triggered it. And I guess for some reason, Germany has like the best hospitals and doctors for diabetes. But whose channel is Jack showing tonight? I guess we're skipping Jack show tonight, is what John said. We'll pick it up next week. Let's see. Are those people in jail? I don't know what happened. I've only heard this story from Peaches. I've never brought it up to his twin, because it's like, that's not something I think he wants to talk about. But no, so his twin is like, completely fluent in German. So I've been wanting, for my birthday a few years ago, actually it's like 4 or 5 years ago now. It was 2019, because it was right before COVID. So in 2019 for my birthday, like I wanted to go on a trip. And Peaches' twin, he works for this college that they have a bunch of different locations around the world, and they needed someone at their Berlin location. And since Peaches' twin is fluent in German, he like applied for that job. So he was over in Germany for 9 months, and we wanted to go see him while we were over there. So Peaches' parents had gone out, and they like did a whole Europe trip. They went to Paris, they went to Berlin. I think they went to a couple other places too. But so me and Peaches were planning a trip, and I'm like, well, my cousin and his wife have been living in Germany, and I hadn't seen them in years. And so I was like, let's go, let's go to Germany. We can see my cousin and his wife, and then we can also see, your twin. But I was like, but I really want to go to Zurich. I've always wanted to go to Zurich. And so we planned a trip. It was for my birthday. And so we went to Zurich, and we went to Lucerne. And it was funny, because when we were in Zurich has the FIFA museum for, soccer or football. And when we went there, we went to the FIFA museum, and Peaches was like looking at this one exhibit, and there was this activity room. And so I was in like the activity room, and there was like a whiteboard, and there's like whiteboard markers there, and I was like, I'm gonna like destroy this whiteboard. Like not like destroy it, but like draw on it in like a good way. And so I started drawing on it, and I drew like the Portuguese flag. And I like X'd out like all the other like people had like wrote on it like this person's the best or go this country. And I was like, nope, Portugal. And I did Portugal, and I drew like a drawing of Ronaldo, and I said the goat, and it was like Portugal like for the win. And one of the workers there came over, and he's like, oh, you're a Ronaldo fan. I'm like, everyone should be a Ronaldo fan. And I was like, oh yeah, like me and this is before Peaches and I were married, but I was like, yeah, me and like my boyfriend were like we're American, but we're both Portuguese, so we're like fans of Ronaldo. And the guy's like, oh, they always want to talk to you when they find out like you're from California. Apparently, everyone here in America gives us a bad rep, but they're like, oh, you're from California. They get all excited, like they think that we live next door to Brad Pitt or something. But then he asked us, he's like, oh, like, what are your plans? And we're like, oh, we're going to Lucerne tomorrow. He's like, oh, you should go to Interlaken. And we're like, what? And he's like, yeah. He's like, if you want to get like the best view in Switzerland, he's like, go to Interlaken, and there's a tram that'll take you up the mountain, and there's a restaurant on top of the mountain. And he's like, you get a view because there's this like big, beautiful lake, and there's like cities on each side of this lake. And so we're like, all right, we'll go. So we went to Lucerne, and then we drove to Interlaken. But we did in Europe, it's all like all toll roads and stuff, especially in Switzerland. So Peaches just put in the navigation to avoid the toll roads. So we took like the scenic route through the Swiss Alps, and we went to Interlaken. We went to the city called Thorn, and just randomly there's a castle in the middle of the city, and it's so beautiful. And we're like, what the heck? And then it's this beautiful lake surrounded by mountains. And we're like, this was worth it just for the freaking drive. And, it was awesome. It was so awesome. We finally get there. And of course, it's like sunset. We got the last tram up, and we were the last people there. So, like, they were all out of their food because they're like, oh, yeah, tonight we close. It's the last night that we're open. And we're like, well, we got lucky. And we tried fondue for the first time, like real Swiss fondue. It was disgusting. It did not taste like cheese. It tasted like potato water. Oh, Peaches is home. I think that's Peaches. Gonna have to be mic off for the rest of it. Didn't you visit Auschwitz and take selfies? I remember Cecil talking about it. No, I did not go to Auschwitz. We went to Stockenhausen, which is north of Berlin. And I did not take a selfie there. I took a bunch of pictures there, which I didn't realize there was there were signs everywhere that said don't take pictures, but I took a shit ton of pictures. I did not take any selfies, and that was probably like the most disturbing place I've ever been to in my life. It had one of the most well-maintained hospitals, and they had like a chart with human eyeballs. They had the real like the swatches of skin, the human hair. Oh, there's Peaches, got to mute. All right, guys. Peaches is home, so I'm going to take a break since my phone is charging anyway. I don't think I'll stream again today, but I'll be posting the reel of this tomorrow. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go and smash the follow over on there. And yeah, but thanks everyone for watching. No Jack show tonight. So I will see you guys around later. Thanks again for everyone watching on Twitch and Twitter. If you guys are watching on YouTube, don't forget to smash the like button and leave me a comment to help the algorithms. But everyone, thanks for hanging out. I will see you all again later. Bye.